Soon we'll be able to watch Japanese TV shows about onnanoko or otokonoko and swimming and reading books. Soon. All right. Let's continue with lesson 1. Hope everybody got a chance to get some water or a beverage of some kind. And you're ready to go. Let's do it.
こんにちは。
Konnichiwa, Rosetta Stone. Her face is scary. She's making a scary android face. Making a scary android face. I don't know why. I don't understand, but that's fine. All right. Scary android face.
さようなら。
Sayonara. Goodbye, dangerously bad packing job. I would not want to drive behind these people.
男の人
Mizu. Otoko no hito. So, otoko is man. Hito is adult. Putting us to the
女の
test.
人
Putting us to the test. Do we remember all the things that we've learned so far?
女の人
Onna no hito. Onna meaning woman. Hito, person, not child. Onna no
女の
hito.
子。
Onna, same thing. So female, but ko, child. Onna no ko.
男の子。
Otoko no ko. Otoko no ko. Here we are.
女の子はジュースを飲んでいます
Yeah, so now I can't cheat and just read them. I have to listen instead of eyeballing it. All right, this is an easy one because there's one the object of the sentence. Anyway, you can tell. Listen for the word.
女の子はジュースを飲んでいます
Onnanoko wa juice o Onnanoko wa red wine o yondeimasu. Wait, she's reading the red wine. No, nondeimasu.
男の子は食べています
Otoko no ko wa tabete imasu. The boy child is, this picture actually looks kind of like me when I was a kid. Is eating a taco. Tabete.
男の子は水を飲んで
If
い
you
ま
learn
す
nothing else from your time here with me, just remember jusu. Don't forget jusu. Katakana is funny. So there's an anime, I can't remember what it was called, but there's an anime where there was a character in it named Keiki, and Keiki I think is the katakana for cake, but every time I watched it and they would talk to that character, like Keiki, I'm like, yeah, give me some of that keiki. I want chocolate keiki. All right, back to, sorry, Mizu something?
男の子は水を飲んでいます
Mizu o nondeimasu. So mizu is water. And there's a kid drinking water.
女の子は食べています
Onna no ko wa tabete imasu. So the female child is eating. What's she eating? A little orange toe.
男の人は食べています
Alright, so everybody in this is eating. So we're looking for onna no hito, otoko no hito, onna no ko, otoko no ko.
男の人は食べています
Otoko no
男の人は
人
食べています
So where is the otoko no hito? The otoko no hito is right there. Grown up dude.
女の子は食べています
Onna, alright, so it's one of these two. Noko, so child. Onna no ko. I also like that Ko's, like, now every time I think of, like, Ko, Carnage Ko, I'm gonna think of him as a baby. He's just a Japanese baby.
女の子は食べています
Onna no ko wa tabete imasu.
女の人は食べています
Onna no hito wa tabete imasu. So, grown-up lady.
男の子は食べています。
Otoko no ko wa tabete imasu. Otoko is man.
男の子は食べています。
Man child. The man child is eating. Mizu does mean water.
男の人は
Miso is
走っ
soup.
てい
Yeah, we
ます。
talked about that before. Yeah, so there's a conversation going on about katakana versus hiragana. Katakana is for words like skateboard, McDonald's. They don't always come from English, which is super fucking confusing if you're English. Like bread in Japanese is pain, which is from pain in French, meaning bread. There are words like arubaito. Arubaito. Oh, awesome. Thanks for the re-up, Eileen. Arubaito is Japanese for like part-time job, I think. Arubaito or some form of job. And it's from the German Arbeit, which means work. So, yeah, and there's a bunch from Portuguese too, tons from Portuguese, because Portugal and Japan had a lot of trade. So there's a lot of like words where you think you're like, it's a katakana word, I'm trying to figure it out, and you're like, oh, what is this in English? And you're like, oh, never mind, it's not in English. It's a borrowed word from another thing. And what's really confusing is what happens when either Japanese they have a tendency for katakana words pan is from Portuguese, yeah. Katakana words to smush words down. So like, for example, suketo-bodo, which means skateboard, often gets crushed down to skebo. Makudo-narudo, like McDonald's, the restaurant, becomes makdo. So if you want to skebo down to the makdo, you are riding your skateboard to the McDonald's. So it gets confusing in that regard sometimes. The part I'm looking forward to in this the most maybe is working on my katakana because it's not good. I still need to do a lot of practicing at it. They also do a lot of cosplay is one, costume play, Capcom, capsule computer. Keep an eye out for that. Anyway, back to hashite imasu.
男の人は走っています。
Otoko no hito, so grown-up dude, is running.
女の子は走っています。
Now I just imagine like this guy, like look at that pose. Like I just imagine him doing an anime run where the background is flying past him and he's just like hovering there. Haha! Yeah, Pokemon, Poketo-monster. That's also one too. Also, yeah, did you? I love that. When I learned about Capcom, capsule computer, it's interesting. There's so many of those in Japanese. Like, just look up the names of some Japanese companies, and you'll see. All right, let's keep going.
女の子は走っています。
Stoked little dude running his butt off. He wants to be this guy when he grows up.
女
No,
の
it's the
子は
woman.
走
I
っていま
fucked
す。
it up. I heard tokonoko. It's onnanoko. It's her. She wants to be him when she grows
女の
up.
人は走っています。
All right, try again.
女の人は走っています。
Onna no hito.
男の子は走って
There's
いま
otokonoko.
す。
Got it. Okay.
女の人は本を読んでいます。
Onna no hito. Onna, so a woman, is reading a book. Onna no hito. I'm excited for when we get into the like colors and stuff because those are
本
fun.
を読んでいます。
You can learn words like orenji and pinku.
男の子は本を読んでいます。
Otoko no ko. So, child, boy, reading in his huge baggy ass shorts.
女の子は本を読んでいます。
Onna no ko wa hon o yonde imasu.
女の子は本を
There she is. There's our onna
男
no
の
ko.
人は本を読んでいます。
男の子は食べています。
Otoko no ko wa tabete imasu. So the otoko no ko is eating. Fruits salad.
男の子は走っています。
Otoko no ko wa getting the hashite out of there.
男の子は水を飲んでいます。
You're not cooking. Mizu o yondeimasu. Mizu, drinking water. It's only one mizu.
男の子は本を読んでいます。
And there's only one hon. So this little Otoko is reading a hon like a fucking nerd. Good job, nerd.
女の子は水を飲んでいます。
Okay, so we're going to be reviewing whether we can remember tatsi or no tatsi. Onna no ko wa mizu o yondeimasu, I think, or nondeimasu.
女の子は水を飲んでいます。
So this is, you can hear me getting confused about I've gotten nondeimasu and yondeimasu switched a couple of times. Yondeimasu is for reading. Yondeimasu. Nondeimasu is for drinking. So you don't nondeimasu a book, and you don't yondeimasu a glass of water. Get those straight. Okay. All right, what are we looking for here?
男の子は食べています。
All right, so the boy child is eating.
女の子たちは水を飲んでいます。
Onna no kotatsu. So many female children are drinking water.
男の子たちは食べています。
And then the two boy children are eating tacos. A lot of tacos in this. I think that this kid had tacos before too.
男の人はお茶を飲んでいます。
Ocha o nondeimasu. So drinking tea.
男の人たちは水を飲んでいます。
Intense drinking contest desu yo.
女の子たちは走っています。
Onna no kotatsu wa hashiteimasu. So the multiple running. Hashiteimasu.
女の子は走っています。
Onna no ko. Hold on, I'm gonna do it again.
女の子は走っています。
Onna no ko wa hashiteimasu. The girl is running. Yeah. Remembering stuff.
男の子は本を読んでいます。
Otoko no ko wa hon o yondeimasu. So the boy is reading the book.
女の人は食べています。
Waifu wa tabeteimasu.
女の人たちは食べています。
Onna no hito tatsi. So multiple adult women. Only one picture qualifies for that. Kind of sadly eating a fruit salad. Lots of fruitsu salad in this.
男の子たちは本を読んでいます。
Otoko no ko tatsi. So children, men, reading books. Learn in plurals.
女の子は本を読んでいます。
Individual, one unit of female child, is book reading.
女の人は本を読んでいます。
Onna no hito wa.
女の子たちは本を読んでいます。
Alright, remember, tatsi, multiple. Onna no ko.
女の人たちは本を読んでいます。
Onna no hito tatsi, more than one adult female humans. I don't know that they're humans, but. Bomes, book is
彼
hon.
女は
It's
お
hard-
茶を飲んでいます。
It's hard to differentiate. So there's hon, there's no G at the end, but it's kind of a chopped off n. Like it's not hon, it's hon. Like you like there's a name for it, but you close it off in your sinuses. Hon. Yeah. All right.
彼女はお茶を飲んでいます。
Kanojo wa ocha o nondeimasu. So the woman is drinking tea, or she is
彼
drinking
女たち
tea.
は食べています。
Female they are eating.
彼は走っています。
Kare wa hashiteimasu. He is running. Kare wa hashiteimasu. It's a
彼
oh, a
ら
glottal
は
stop.
本
There you
を
go.
読んでいます。
彼らは本を読んでいます. Again, it's a shimbun, but sure. Also, yeah, turtleneck squad. Turtleneck wa. I don't know what to wear is. Disgusting fashion this. I love these turtleneck guys. They look like the cast of some like Russian version of Friends.
子供たちは走っています。
The children are running blurrily.
彼女は走っています。
Kanozo, so she is running.
彼は走っています。
彼は走っています. Monster Man, I was just mentioning, I can't pronounce they male for the life of me. It's karera, and the ra is sort of like a bit between la and ra. You kind of like have to find a mid space between the two. Also, Random Civilian Comrades is my favorite Russian TV show. That would be so good. Comrades, the state will be there for you. Because you're there for it too. So, karera is multiple men. Kare is one. Ra is a hard, like ra, ri, ru, re, and ro are the maybe one of the hardest to pronounce columns of the Japanese alphabet. Especially if you're coming from another language. Like I have a friend who she is French is her first language, and she's learned Japanese, and she has a really hard time not making her ra sounds French. There's like a bit of like a roll to them, so it's tricky. Yeah, so like if you played Metal Gear, yeah, Rari Rure Ro is really just like A B C D E. It's Japanese. Like that's literally it's a column of the Japanese alphabet. Rari Rure Ro Hiro Rokusaku. Okay, so anyway, what are we trying to find here?
彼は走っています。
Right, he is running. He shouldn't be running in the hall. Does this even have a hall pass? Aren't you a little old for high school? Metara giru. Metaru, yeah,
彼らは
metaru
料
giru.
理しています。
Translating stuff into katakana is really hard.
彼らは料理しています。
So, karera, which we were just talking about. Karera, multiple men. They men. Karera.
彼女は料理しています。
Only one kanozo. She is cooking. Only one kanozo in here.
彼は料理しています。
And kare wa ryori shite imasu. Remember, not kare wo, because he's not being cooked.
男の
Oh,
人
yeah, the
は
drowning.
泳いでいます。
Nanomashin Alright, oyoide. Look at this poor fucking kid. Help! Help me!
男の人は泳いでいます。
Alright, Grandpa is swimming.
女の子は泳いでいます。
Onnanoko wa oyoide imasu. Onnanoko, so kid, she, swimming.
男の子たちは泳いでいます。
Otokonoko tachi, so multiple otokonoko are oyoide, are trying to swim.
女の人たちは泳いでいます。
Onna no hito tachi,
女の人たちは泳いでいます。
so the women are swimming. They are swimming, but women. The women is swimming.
男の人は料理しています。
Otoko no hito wa singular, ryori shite imasu.
男の人は食べています。
Otoko no hito wa tabete imasu. Lonely ass dude in a closed restaurant eating by himself.
男の人たちは料理しています。男の人たちは料理しています。
Ryori. So this is our like they're making up a meal prior to whatever this guy's about to do to these two guys.
男の人たちは料理しています。男の人たちは食べています。
So again, the tachi being the difference between the two, obviously the verb. There we go. So they're eating. So this is really just covering all the stuff that we learned.
泳いでいます。
Onna no hito wa oyoide imasu. So she's learning, or she's swimming by herself.
女の人は走っています。
Onna no hito, one person, female, is running.
女の人たちは走っていま
So
す。
the hashite and tachi means it's this one.
女の人たちは泳いでいます。
Onna no hito tachi, multiple oyoide. They're swimming. There we go.
彼女は漢字を書いています。
Kanojo wa kanji o kaite imasu. So we remember this is where we're learning the alphabets again. Kanji, the more complicated alphabet.
彼はひらがなを書いています。
Kare, which is in singular. He is writing hiragana. So you can see here, he's writing a character there.
彼らはカタカナを書いています。
I can see upside down, they're writing the word tomato. She's writing tomato on that paper.
彼ら
Or
は
he is.
カタカナを書いています。
So they are writing katakana. Tomato. Or tomato. Me, I think. Tomato.
女の子たちは本を読んでいます。
So multiple females are reading. The females are reading. Dangerous.
女の子は本を読んでいます。
Onnanoko, so individually reading.
女の子たちは書いています。
Onnanoko tachi wa kaite imasu. They are writing.
女の子は書いています。
Onnanoko wa kaite imasu. She is writing. There we go. All right, we're getting close to the end. So you can see how the program is sort of teaching us by repetition. Obviously, is a big part of it, and then additionally by giving us different context for the same information. So we're getting nonde imasu, kaite imasu, yonde imasu, tabete imasu, and we're mixing it up with things like onnanoko, otoko no ko, onna no hito, otoko no hito, kare, karera, kanojo. All of that stuff is being mixed up. So yeah, it's very cool. Somebody was asking about because I guess there's someone in chat who's going to. Oh yeah, Chris P. Wolf is going to Tokyo. Chris, if you go to Tokyo, so first of all, go to my Flickr. You can find it on Flickr. I'm under Skinny Ghost. Go to my Flickr and look at my photos of Tokyo and Japan. There's like 800 of them. I went to a lot of really cool places. But if you're in Tokyo and you get a chance, hit up the Super Potato in Akihabara. Super Potato is like a 7-story retro game store. I went there like 4 times. It is one of my favorite places in Tokyo. So go check that out if you get a chance. Okay. All right. Let's continue with lesson 1, listening and reading.
こんにちは。さようなら。
Sayonara.
Onna no hito.
Okay. Onna no hito. Onna no hito.
男の子。
Otoko. So male, child. Otoko no ko.
女の子。
Onna no ko. Onna, woman, child. Easy.
男の人。
Otoko no hito. Adult.
男の子は食べています。
Okay. So the boy is eating. Otoko no ko.
女の子はジュースを飲んでいます。
Onna no ko. Juice. Yeah. So there's only one juice.
男の子は水を飲んでいます。
Mizu. Drinking water.
女の子は食べています。
Onna no ko wa tabete imasu. So there's a boy or onna, so a girl eating. There we go.
男の人は食べています。
Okay, man is eating. Otoko no hito wa tabete imasu. Tabete imasu is a very important verb. Tabete. Taberu.
女の人は食べています。
Somebody else is eating. It's not this guy. It's onna no hito, so she, grown up adult.
女の子は食べています。
Onna no ko. That's the only onna no ko.
男の子は食べています。
Otoko no ko. So that's our only otoko no ko. Pretty easy stuff.
女の子は走っています。
Onna no ko wa. So, onna, kid, running.
女の人は走っています。
Onna no hito, grown up.
男の子は走っています。
Otoko no ko. So again, like a kid, boy. Everybody's running. Everybody hashite.
男の人は走っています。
Otoko no hito wa hashite imasu. So grown up man. Who's our anime guy? Hoverman.
男の子は本を読んでいます。
So first Sterling asked if I went to Japan, they'd provide the option to use a knife and fork. Totally. So I'm gonna anecdote you again. Do we want to take a second for a dumb anecdote? So it was like the second or third day that we were in Tokyo when I went for my long trip, and I was with my friends. We went to this ramen place in Shinjuku, and we made an effort to go to places that didn't have English menus, or like that had like the locals would go to. I can't remember the name of this place. We went to this ramen place, and there was no English on the menu. We were all jet lagged as hell. I couldn't remember most of my Japanese at that point. Like I warmed up to it, but we were just like, I don't. We want stuff, and we were like trying to awkwardly just tell them like whatever. We hadn't learned. There's a word, and I've forgotten now. There's a word in Japanese that just means whatever you recommend. Osusume, so it means like your recommendation. So I could have just been like osusume okudasai, like whatever you recommend, please. The best thing, the thing you have. So anyway, we like struggled through ordering. We got food, and my friend Tyson got a really good type of ramen called sukemen. Now sukemen has like thicker noodles and a kind of like a gravy or type of broth, and so you pick up the noodles. They're not in the broth like regular ramen. You pick up the noodles and you dip them in the broth and then you eat them. They're like a cooler noodle. They're really good. Sukemen is really good. But so anyway, he ordered this and was having like kind of a hard time eating it. He was like trying to like get it figured out because we hadn't had sukemen before, like none of us had, and we were all kind of giggling at him, and we caught the like staff laughing at him. And at one point the one of the chefs like held up a knife and fork, like, do you want a knife and fork? And we all just like burst out laughing, and they were laughing, and it was really fun. And like, this is, if you've never been to a foreign country where you don't understand the language there, it can be really like fun to see how people communicate beyond that language barrier, right? Like, they could see that Tyson was having trouble, and we were all giggling about it, and that they were like, oh no, we want to help. But then the fact that we started laughing so hard at them trying to give him a fork and knife to eat his sukemen made us all laugh really hard, and then they were laughing. And like, even the kind of like curmudgeonly, like chef was giggling about it too. But like, I found generally people are pretty, even if they don't speak English, they're pretty polite and like kind about gaikokujin not knowing what to do with themselves in Japan. We got better at it as time goes on, but it was it was a really nice experience. It was really fun. So Japan, going to foreign countries, go places. It's good for you.
男の子は本を読んでいます。
All right, so who's the otokonoko? We're looking for this kid. Looking for you, buddy.
女の人は本を読んでいます。
Grown-up adult lady reading a book.
女の子は本を読んでいます。
女の子 so girl, child.
男の人は本を読んでいます。
男の人は本を読んでいます。So 男の人 so the grown-up man.
男の子は走っています。
So these are all otoko no ko. I don't have to worry about tachi or onna. I'm just looking for the verb. So hashite, to run.
男の子は本を読んでいます。
Yon, yoru, the verb to read.
男の子は水を飲んでいます。
Nondeimas, drink.
男の子は食べています。
Tabeteimas, to eat.
女の子たちは水を飲んでいます。
So now we're differentiating again. Onna or otoko and tachi or no tachi. So onna no ko, tachi.
男の子は食べています。
Otoko no ko, so one boy.
女の子は水を飲んでいます。
Mizu o nondeimas, just one.
男の子たちは食べています。
And then the boys are eating. There's those taco kids again.
男の人はお茶を飲んでいます。
Otoko no hito wa ocha o nondeimasu, so drinking tea.
男の人たちは
It's
水
a
を
really
飲んでいます。
it's a really interesting process for learning a language where they just make a set. There's maybe like 20 variables and then they just mix and match sentences for them. So we're learning individual things in different contexts and we're learning all the different pieces of the sentence in different contexts as well. I find it actually like pretty valuable. Like I find it useful. It's a good way for me to learn a language. It might not be the same for everybody, but this is the thing that I get. This is a way that I can absorb information.
男の人たちは水を飲んでいます。
Okay, so here's the drinking contest.
女の子は走っています。
So the onna no ko is running.
女の子たちは走っています。
Onna no ko tachi, so multiple running. If people want, when we're done this lesson, I can do a short like Q&A about like my experience going to Japan. If you have questions about going to that country or visiting the trip, I've been a couple of times. 男の子は本を読んでいます。This is the kid. Oh, waifu-sama. Waifu-sama. She's my favorite. I gotta take a screenshot. Hold on. You're going on Twitter later, waifu. Alright. 男の子は本を読んでいます。This is the kid reading the book.
男の子たちは本を読んでいます。
男の子たち multiple 男の子 are reading.
女の人たちは食べています。
女の人たち so multiple women are eating.
女の人は食べています。
女の人は食べています。Oh, 愛します。
女の人たちは本を読んでいます。
Now, Rosetta Stone wants me to click on the picture of multiple women reading a book, but there aren't any. So we'll just click this one of them reading a newspaper.
女の子たちは本を読んでいます。
女の子たちは本を読んでいます。So the 女の子たち, the kids are reading books.
女の人は本を読んでいます。
女の人は本を読んでいます。So multiple, or one woman is reading a book. That's the 女の人.
女の子は本を読んでいます。
女の子は本を読んでいます。So 女の子 kids, or kid, 女の子は読んでいます。
彼女はお茶を飲んでいます。
彼女 she is drinking お茶。
彼らは本を読んでいます。
彼らは 本を読んでいます。So they are, the men, comrades は reading a newspaper.
彼女たちは食べています。
彼女たち so 彼女 she multiple they in the female は食べています they are eating the ladies are eating
彼は
But not
走っています。
彼は he is running poor guy missing his bus
彼女は走っています。
彼女は she is running 彼女は走っています
子供たちは走っています。
子供たちは走っています the kids are running
彼は走っています。
彼は走っています Jim from the popular TV show The Office is running
彼女は料理しています。
彼女は料理しています She is doing cooking
彼らは料理しています。
彼らは料理しています They, men, are doing cooking
彼は料理しています。
彼は料理しています He is doing cooking Yeah, Kodomo and Komodo are different.
女の人
A
たちは
Kodomo dragon would be a very
泳い
small
でい
dragon.
ます。
Onna no hito tatsi. So the women are swimming.
男の人は泳いでいます。
Otoko no hito wa oyoide imasu. So otoko no hito, the man. See, now, in this case, we would learn, we're going to learn later, I'm sure, grandpa, grandma, mom, dad, brother, sister. And so I could call him grandpa instead. Like grandpa is swimming, like old man is swimming. And that's this one.
女の子は泳いでいます。
Onna no ko wa oyoide imasu. So, in Japanese, like in a lot of languages, because I notice people are talking about kare and kare, as in curry and him. There's lots of these ones. My favorite are kawaii and kowai. Kawaii means cute and kawaii means scary. My Japanese teacher in high school on, I think, the first or second day told us about how his first day in Japan back in like 1970 or something, he lived there for a while. Back in 1970, he met a woman on the train pushing a baby carriage. And he looked at her baby and was like, anata no, or something like, anata no aka-chan wa kawaii desu, which is your baby is scary. And the woman was not into it. Another one that you can get mixed up easily is neko and niku. Neko is cat, and niku is like meat for eating. So kawaii niku and kawaii neko are, yep, different. Japanese puns are really fun too because of that kind of stuff, like kami and kani, like stone, god, crab. You can all kind of mix up. Yeah, neko no niku is cat meat. So, yeah, keep an eye on that accidental neko niku situation.
女の子は泳いでいます。
女の子は泳いでいます。So the girl child is swimming.
男の子たちは泳いでいます。
男の子たち the boys are swimming.
男の人は料理しています。
So one man in a world where all the restaurants are closed, one man has to eat something. Continental breakfast. Oh, it's not.
男の人は料理していま
It's
す。
ryori shiteimasu. I didn't read the rest of the sentence. Ryori shiteimasu. This guy.
男の人は食べています。
Otoko no hito. This is the one. Otoko hito wa tabeteimasu. Yeah, eaten.
男の人たちは食べています。
Otoko no hito tachi. So multiple men are eating or staring blankly into the distance.
男の人たちは料理しています。
男の人たちは料理しています。So multiple men are cooking.
女の人たちは泳いでいます。
Multiple women are swimming.
女の人は泳いでいます。
女の人は泳いでいます。So one woman is swimming.
女の人は走っています。
女の人は走っています means 女の人 one woman is running.
女の人たちは走っています。
女の人たち so remember たち or no たち same thing 走っています。
彼はひらがなを書いています。
ひらがなを書いて so this is the man writing hiragana.
彼らはカタカナを書いています。
彼ら so more than one カタカナ so they're writing tomato. These are our tomato
彼女
writings.
は漢字を書いています。
彼女 which is our lady friend here writing kanji.
女の子は本を読んでいます。
女の子は本を読んでいます。So the 女の子 the girl child is writing or reading a book.
女の子たちは本を読んでいます。
女の子たち so more than one are reading 本を読んでいます。
女の子は書いています。
女の子は書いています means 女の子 so the girl is writing 書いて。
女の子たちは書いています。
女の子たちは書いています。So 女の子たち they are writing. I still think it looks like they have lab coats on. I know they don't. They're sweaters, but whatever. We are yeah, we're gonna do a speaking lesson, and then we're gonna do a review, and then that's it for lesson 1. And then in lesson 2, we're gonna learn a whole bunch of new stuff, but we'll save that for next time. So for today, Unit 1.
こんにちは。
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 さようなら。
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 So this is going to be not an interactive one because I got to speak a lot.
女の子は食べています。
女の子は食べています。
女の子は食べています。女の子はジュースを飲んでいます。
女の子はジュースを飲んでいます。
女の子はジュースを飲んでいます。男の子は食べています。
男の子は食べています。
男の子は食べています。男の子は水を飲んでいます。
男の子は水を飲んでいます。
男の子は水を飲んでいます。
ジュース。
女の子はジュースを飲んでいます。男の子は水を飲んでいます。女の子は食べています。
男の子は食べています。
男の子は食べています。男の人は走っています。
男の人は本を読んでいます。
女の人は走っています。
女の人は本を読んでいます。
女の人は本を読んでいます。
I remembered. These ones make me so nervous.
女の子は水を飲んでいます。
女の子は水を飲んでいます。
女の子は水を飲んでいます。女の子たちは水を飲んでいます。
女の子たちは水を飲んでいます。
女の子たちは 水を飲んでいます。男の子は食べています。
男の子は食べています。
男の子は食べています。男の子たちは食べています。
男の子たちは食べています。
男の子たちは食べています。男の人はお茶を飲んでいます。
男の人はお茶を飲んでいます。
男の人はお茶を飲んでいます。男の人たちは水を飲んでいます。
男の人たちは水を飲んでいます。
男の人たちは水を飲んでいます。女の人は本を読んでいます。
女の人は本を読んでいます。
女の人は本を読んでいます。
女の人たちは本を読んでいます。
女の人たちは本を読んでいます。Technically, it's a shimun.
女の
Whatever.
人たちは本を読んでいます。
Don't touchy my juice.
女の子は走っています。
女の人は泳いでいます。
女の子たちは走っています。
女の子た
You
ち
can see on my face me like
は走っています。
trying to process
女の
like
人たちは
what do I
泳いでい
say?
ます。
彼女は漢字を書いています。
彼女は漢字を書いています。
彼女は漢字を書いています。彼はひらがなを書いています。
彼はひらがなを書いています。
彼はひらがなを書いています。彼らはカタカナを書いています。
彼らはカタカナを書いています。
彼らはカタカナを書いています。
彼は泳いでいます。
彼らは泳いでいます。
彼女は本を読んでいます。
彼らは本を読んでいます。
彼らは本を読んでいます。
こんにちは。
こんにちは。
さようなら。
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 Yeah, 24 correct. All right, let's review what we learned in lesson 1.
こんにちは。
I learned konnichiwa to the scary lady. She's gonna eat your
Sayonara.
face. Look at her. Her teeth are just too straight. Like there's something scary about her like perfect teeth. She's just like an android.
女の子たちは本を読んでいます。
All right, everybody. I'm gonna take these. We'll do the review slow. So I'll let it play. Count it down. You in your head or in chat. You say which one you think it is. I know which one I'm gonna pick, and you can check your answers against mine. Okay, you ready? Let's try it again.
女の子たちは本を読んでいます。
女の子たちは本を読んでいます。
女の子は書いています。
女の子は書いています。So the 女の子 is 書いています。
女の子たちは書いています。
女の子たちは書いています。Which one is it? Which one is 書いて? Who's 書いて?
男の子は本を読んでいます。
男の子は本を読んでいます。
女の人は食べています。
女の人は食べています。女の人食べています。女の人食べています。
男の人は食べています。
男の人は食べています。で、男の人食べています。Okay. 食べて we know that. 男の人 we know that one. There he is.
男の人は水を飲んでいます。
So there's an extra clue in this one. 男の人 right?
男の人は水を飲んでいます。
水を飲んでいます。So 水 is an extra clue in this one. There it is.
女の人は水を飲んでいます。
女の人 so女の人 we got again, and then 水 again. So 女 we know is woman. There she is.
彼女たちは料理しています。
彼女たちは料理しています。So 料理しています。So we know that one. We know what that is. So it's the behavior. It's the verb. And there they are.
彼は料理しています。
So this one's a bit different. 彼は so he 彼は and he's also 料理. And there he is.
彼女は食べています。
彼女 she and 食べています. So she is eating. Good work, chat. It looks like you're getting these right. You're doing them. And I'll play this again for you.
彼らは食べています。
彼らは食べています. So we know the verb. It's an easy one. It's an important verb. Everybody's got the 食べて. 食べる. One of my favorite.
女の人たちは泳いでいます。
女の人たち. So 女の人たち tells us who is doing the thing. 泳いでいます is the thing they're doing. There's only two verbs in this set. There's 泳いで and there's 走って.
女の人たちは泳いでいます。
There we go.
女の人は泳いでいます。
So 女の人は泳いで. So same verb as before. 女の人, just one. Easy one, right?
女の人たちは走っています。
So this one, 女の人, it's not 泳いで. We've got both those out of the way. We know they're not. We know 泳いで is swimming. 女の人. Is it tachi or no tachi?
女の人たちは走ってい
There
ま
you go.
す。
I mean, they're running in the water. It's a kind of swimming.
女の人は走っています。
女の人は走っています. So that's an easy one too.
彼らは食べています。
彼はジュースを飲んでいます。彼女は書いています。
彼は書いています. He is
彼
writing.
は書
Did
い
you
て
get
い
that one?
ます。
That one's tough. You gotta think on your feet and you have a time limit. So
彼女は料理しています。
彼女は料理しています. So now they're all doing. It's 料理しています for all of them, right? But we're looking for 彼女. So is 彼女 multiple men? Is 彼女 one man? Or is 彼女 a woman? It's she. Give you a second. Yep. You got it.
彼は料理しています。
Let's try that again.
彼は料理していま
Okay.
す。
彼. So 彼. He. We already know they're all riori, so that's an easy one, right?
彼らは料理しています。
So same sentence. 彼は料理しています, but 彼ら. So we're looking for more than one dude.
彼は走
Oh
ってい
no,
ます。
Mario. I love this set. These two.
彼は走っています。
彼は走っています。So, dude running. You got
彼
this.
は料理しています。
彼は same deal. Ryori. These are all 彼は. So, ryori. It's the verb ryori. Ryori しています. We know that one. To ryori.
彼は食べています。彼は食べています。
So the verb here is 食べて. 食べています. Sad to be eating another shrimp. I fucking
彼
hate
は
prawns.
泳いでいます。彼は泳いでいます。
彼は泳いでいます. That means Mario is drowning. Good face, Mario.
女の人
Ooh, this is a big one. All right.
女の人
Onna no hito? Onna, do you remember, is that man or woman? Is hito child or adult? Is it one or more than one? It's that pretty lady.
女の子たち
Onna no ko. So, female children. Onna no ko tachi, more than one.
男の子たち
Otoko no ko tachi. Should be pretty easy, right? It's not onna no tachi.
女の子、
Onna no ko. Onna no ko. Child.
男の子、
Otoko no ko.
男の人たち
Otoko no hito tachi. So hito meaning grown-ups. There's our grown-up men.
男の人
And there's one of them. Otoko no hito.
女の人たち
And last but not least, onna no hito tachi. There we go. Bring us right back to where we finished up. And that, my dear friends, is the end of Unit 1, Lesson 1. So let's take a quick look through these. So we scored a 90, I got a 98%. 98% on Unit 1, Lesson 1, our core lesson for Japanese. We've learned onna, we've learned otoko, we learned hito, and we learned ko, we learned tachi, or no tachi, we learned otsa, mizu, shimbun, hon, we learned hashite, we learned the difference between yondeimasu and nondeimasu, we learned kaiteimasu, we know what kanji and hiragana and katakana are. Like, we learned so much stuff, and it's only been like it's just been under 3 hours. Like, good start, I think. And yes, most importantly, jutsu. We learned jutsu. It's very cool to be able to like do this kind of stuff. I've done some of this Rosetta Stone on my own. But it's way more fun having an audience and like talking my way through it. So cool. Thanks for joining me for that. Let's take a look at what else we got. So we've got 4 core lessons in Unit 1. Unit 2, yeah, also 4 core lessons. Yeah, so there's 16 units or 16 lessons total, and we're gonna learn about language basics, we learn unit greetings and introductions, work and school. I think what I might do is just do one of these a week. Maybe just start the week with learning Japanese, and we'll see how far we can get with Rosetta Stone. It'll take us like 16 weeks to get through Japanese level 1. There's also, if we pop back, if I scroll down here, I only have Japanese installed. There's levels 2 and 3 as well. So we're gonna have lots of fun times learning Japanese together.